Bless everyone. Check out where I'm at the beach, Huntington Beach to be exact. Welcome. We've got a chopper going overhead, but that's okay. I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm here, Rissa Vibes, ready to do a weekly reading from the beach. How exciting. Hey, Josie. So let me know if you can hear me okay. I'm at Huntington Beach, you guys, so we're doing the weekly reading from here. Check it out. Isn't it beautiful? And I'll give you a little bit of a pan here. Hold on. So we've got tons of, let me see if I can unscrew this here a little bit so it's easier. Check it out. The beach. Thank you guys for the happy birthday. So, hey, I'm here, Rissa Vibes, aka Readings by Rissa, here for another weekly reading, live from Huntington Beach. It's Sunday, we're here, and if you've been following my content for a while, or my social media, you know that it's been my birthday weekend, and I'm here in California enjoying that. So shout out to all those Geminis, Gemini power. And I am so excited. I've had a great weekend so far. I went to Disneyland on Friday and California Adventure. We got the double park pass. So we were back and forth all day between Disneyland and California Adventure on Friday. It was so much fun, so magical. I posted so many pictures and videos on my story on Instagram, so sorry if you didn't see them. I will try to post some more on the feed so that you guys can thumb through them if you didn't see this story. But we're here. It's gorgeous here. And so today we are at Huntington Beach. Yesterday we had to take a day to just chill because we were so worn out from the parks, Disneyland and California Adventure. We were literally there from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. at night at Disneyland. So we literally just wore ourselves out and took a day yesterday to kind of chill and went around the city a little bit. We went to a farm, which was really cool. There was a little farm festival down the street from where we're staying. And so we went there and checked out the different farm animals and different crops and things. We took a tractor trailer ride yesterday. I took a bunch of videos there too. So if you're not following me on Instagram, definitely follow me at Readings by Rissa so you can check out my story because I'm posting all the little events that I do and big events that I do on this vacation because you guys are my family. So I have to share it with you all. You have to be here with me. And so I'm so happy to be able to do this live reading from Huntington Beach today so you can all connect here with me, feeling the ocean energy, feeling the beach vibes, breathing in that energy and that sound. Let's just sit in it for a second. Take a moment. So wonderful to be here. And my name is Marissa, my real name, you guys. So if you didn't know that about me, you know now. Rissa is actually short for Marissa. And Marissa means of the sea. And that's literally my name. So I am like so at home here. I am of the sea. Oh, little kid. I am of the sea and it feels so good. Yeah, ocean. Yes, absolutely. And I feel that energy here. And Kiwi says mermaid. Yeah, all the water energies, right? And that's a part of this week's energy too. And even this month, I've been feeling a lot of water energy from mystical beings of the water. Atlantis coming up a lot in people's readings. Mermaids, beings of the water like Neptune, Poseidon, other energies like that. And just the sea energy in itself is just feeling very awake right now, very alive. And I hope you all can hear me, so let me know if you can't hear me. And it's so good to see you all. Thank you for the birthday wishes, everyone. I'm going to do my shout outs to you. Hey, Linda, good to see you. Hey, Josie, good to see you. Tasha's here. Hey, Andrea's here. Simple Goddess is here. Alona, hey, girl. All Connected is here. So good to see you all. Kiwi's here. Love you. Standing Champion. Hi from California. Yay. Hi from California here too. So good to see you all. Leslie's here. What's up, love? CJ's here. CJ Brooks. So good to see you all. Jasenia's here. All my crew, all my people, you all are here. So good to see you. Okay, so As long as you guys can hear me okay, I'm gonna keep on going. You can hear me perfectly clear. Just Sonia says perfect. And I matched the ocean. Yes, I just got this bathing suit. I had to get a bathing suit real quick because the bathing suit I had was just like not working for me. But I'm very ocean-like right now. Okay, so let's get into it. I've got a couple crystals to start off, just so you know. They're charging in the sun here at the beach. I've got the rose quartz that I talked to you guys about last week, which was really important. And then I also have this one called Amazonite. And Amazonite is teal, and it's that teal energy like the water and like my bathing suit. And it's so important that we feel this energy of that teal color, that turquoise color. Any throat chakra problems that you all might be having, and any heart healing at all, the teal crystals, any teal crystals really are going to be great for you. This includes turquoise. But Amazonite has a tendency to also heal the heart through the thyroid, through the throat, and with communication. And so we're feeling a lot of love and communication, and a lot of healing through communication that can happen in romance and any other forms of love, platonic or familial, and self-love as well. So I just wanted to start off with those crystals, rose quartz and Amazonite, okay? Now, like I said, I'm live from Huntington Beach today. I'm doing this live weekly reading here. I've got some incense burning for abundance. Abundance is going to be a really big theme this week as well. So let's go into a review of last week before we get started. And let's just touch on the fact that last week we had a little bit of a fluke, a little bit of some technical difficulties from YouTube. But we're back on now. And that kind of actually related to the energy of last week. Last week's energy and the cards that we pulled last week was faith, trust, and the universe. And so the universe literally came through with that message to tell us to have faith, to trust in everything, to really allow the universal flow to dictate what's happening in our lives, and also to create a new trust in that energy, a new surrender to the control of the universe so that we can flow with whatever the universe has planned for us instead of against it. Okay, and so there was a huge focus on going with the flow, a huge focus on releasing that which you can't control, a huge focus on surrendering to the universe anything that you can't control. And we even had a technical difficulty towards the last half of the reading as we were talking about this, just to prove the point, right? Just so that universe was testing us. We had a lot of energy about that too, that there would be tests of how much we actually trust, how much we actually have faith. And so we just trusted that the connection on YouTube would work out later. Couldn't post anything for a little bit, but later on we were able to do a new moon in Gemini reading and the weekly reading at the end of the day. A lot more people joined on, a lot more energy we were able to circulate there, and it was all for a reason, allowing us to remember that there are hidden blessings when we surrender our control, when we go with the flow, and that there are often hidden blessings in anything that seems pessimistic, negative, or not our way at the beginning. So we want to just remind ourselves of that, because that's going to be a continued theme this entire month. And last week we did have a lot of tests. So if you had some tests from Spirit, from the universe, if you could tell that Spirit was really just showing you that there were things you needed to work on, things you needed to reevaluate, things you needed to redirect and understand about yourself, clear and heal from, then I hope you were able to really self-reflect, do the healing work you needed to, and take your time doing it, because we're going to be doing it all this month. And these are going to be continued. But I will say that the tests last week were very intense, especially with the new moon energy. We were feeling a lot of that Gemini spirit, which was causing us to feel a lot of duality. The Gemini are twins, and there's one side and the other side. And trust me, I know, because I'm a Gemini. June 6th, 1989, but 2019 this year. Anyway, so feeling that energy, feeling that Gemini spirit, we were really surrounded by this sense of duality, and also the sense of awareness of duality, understanding kind of the necessity for certain things that could be perceived negatively in our lives, and also understanding that there are parts of us that are very, very blissful, and we are capable of creating more bliss and more balance where we need it, when we are able to surrender control when we need to, use our intuition to do so, and also allow ourselves to just completely accept the dualistic aspects in our life so that we can move through them and find balance in the right ways. So we're going to feel that more, but this week I'm so excited to talk to you about, so let's go ahead and get into it. So this week, 6/9, which is today, Sunday, June 9th, to next Sunday, June 16th, which happens to be my second favorite day of June. The first being June 6th, my birthday. Second favorite day in June is June 16th for me, and I'll tell you why towards the end when we talk about this in a second, because it's really important and exciting. So 6/9 to 6/16, let's get into it. So let's go into the spirit messages that I got for this week so that we can really piggyback off of what we were just talking about. And we are in that universe card. We are in this flow towards this weekend of just feeling that universal spirit and feeling the wisdom and the flow of the universe, understanding what the universe is telling us. And now moving into this week, though we've had some intensities and tests and some challenges last week, moving into this week, we're really finding our traction. We're finding our ground up underneath us. We're feeling our support and our movement forward. We're not feeling as rocky as we were the first week. The first week last week, we were just feeling like, oh my gosh, what do I do with this energy? It's so intense. I don't know how to handle it. I don't know how to work around it. I don't know how to navigate it. But this week, we're kind of getting our traction. We're getting our balance. We're starting to find a way to adapt to the intensity of June. And we're also starting to find a way to adapt to surrendering and going with the flow, which allows us to start getting some more momentum and start moving a little quicker and a little bit more harmoniously with the universal spirit of energy and the universal flow of life that we're surrendering to, right? And so with that, we're really allowing ourselves to get more creative. We're feeling more creative, more capable of manifesting what we desire through going with the flow by intention. When we surrender things that we can't control to the universe, we can still intend, we can ask, we can ask the universe if we can co-create a reality, that an outcome that creates what we want, that gives us the sense of control that is there when we co-create, when we intend and not try to force with action. So this is really a subtle energy. This is a internal and intuitive energy of manifestation. This is the ability to meditate and visualize on things that you want, on the outcomes that you desire, feeling into your emotions and all of your senses, allowing all of your senses to be a part of the visualization of your future so that every single part of your being is tapped in and turned on. As Abraham Hicks says, if you haven't followed Abraham Hicks, definitely follow her. She's an amazing channel. And so we want to feel into all of our senses. We want to feel into our sensual self, and we want to feel internally connected. We have an antenna. We are an antenna. Our antenna is our third eye, and we want to direct our third eye, our psychic sight, our intuitive sight, our mind's eye, what we see when our eyes are closed and we're intending and focusing on the energy that we are tapping into. We want to allow that to come alive and allow that to help us create our experience. And that gives us more creative energy. It gives us more excitement. It gives us more feeling of participation and creation with the universe. And it also gives us a sense of pride and confidence. Okay, so we're going to tap into that this week. Now, also, we're in a more of a state of manifestation, like I said. Now, with that, we're getting a lot more inspiration. We're getting more clarity, and we have a new energy gifted to us this week because of the balance of the week of last week with the new moon. And so with this new energy, this new oomph, this new momentum moving forward this week, we're going to feel a lot more things happening for us in our favor. And we're also going to feel the energy still being intense as last week as far as pace, fast-paced movement, but we're going to feel more in control and more with it. We're going to be in our stride more, okay? And we're also going to have a lot more structure that helps with our creative pursuits. We're gonna feel more ideas, more inspiration, more resources for our creative pursuits. We're also gonna feel more people to interact with and network with to help us with our creative pursuits. So if you're an artist, if you're a creator of any kind, that includes, you can be a creative chef, you can be a creative business person, you can be a creative marketer, graphic design, artist, you could be a creative mother where you're really creative in a lot of the ways in which you raise your children and the activities you do. Lots of creative coming through. Teachers, scientists, technology, bankers can be creative and strategic in a lot of ways. So everybody has a chance to be creative this week, and everybody's going to feel that energy really rising and giving them momentum. And I will say that the fuel for this week, last week it was positivity. The fuel for this week is really feeling into our sense of gratitude, feeling grateful for the traction that we're gaining. Even if you're still going through struggles from last week, even if you're still going through challenges, tests, which there are going to be a lot of those still this week, we want to allow ourselves to be grateful. Grateful in the way that we're more adapted to it, grateful in the way we're more graceful with it, grateful in the way that we're able to control our emotions more, be aware of our emotions more, allow ourselves to redirect them when necessary. And remember, sometimes if you can't redirect those energies, if you can't get a hold of those emotions and you just need to purge them and you just happen to kind of scream at someone you didn't mean to, or throw something you didn't mean to, or do something crazy that just feels like unlike you, know that that's part of that release, and just be kind to yourself when it happens, and find ways to forgive yourself and to move forward without repeating the behavior. If you can have the awareness, if you can have the ability to forgive and then move forward and try to not repeat that energy, try to reduce that energy, reduce that trigger that caused that energy, then you are doing your work, you're progressing, okay? So even if you have a blow up, don't let that be something that documents a failure or a defeat for you. Rise above that sense of failure and move into a sense of gratitude for your ability to be more aware and to be able to be more in control of that with that awareness, okay? All right, so a couple other things now. Like I said, there's going to be a huge focus on the arts. Hey, Stefan, fabulous. I love that. So we're going to have a lot of focus on the arts, like I just said, creatives of all kind and creative energy of all kind. We're also going to have a lot of technology and sciences. This is coming off of last week where we had a lot of that energy with a lot of the Tesla numbers. We're still seeing Tesla numbers throughout this week. And in fact, I've been seeing them on this entire trip and I've been documenting them. So pay attention to my story because I'm definitely documenting those. And so technology and sciences, if you're in technology and sciences, that's going to be a lot of good energy for you this week as well. A lot of positive developments in that way and a lot of ways for you to be creative in technology and sciences to make that work in your favor, to bring abundance in. We're also going to have business finally starting to move, okay? Oh, I got to move my leg, sorry. Business. I had to take care of business by moving my leg. Okay, so business is going to be moving a lot more progressively. I know a lot of people have been having a lot of deals not going through as quickly as they meant, or a lot of things just not moving fully in business. That has been a global thing, okay? There's a lot of shifts in the economic system. There's a lot of things going on energetically that are shifting in business. Big corporations, banks, the elite, the powers that be, the government, all of these big systems are having a lot of shifts right now and a lot of contrast and a lot of their own duality. So with that, it's all trickling down into our experiences as well, our business strategies, our deals that we're trying to get through. So know that patience is going to be the biggest thing to have during this time, and the best thing to do is just to surrender your control to the universe, allowing the universe to show you where you need to move and how you need to move for the flow to go your way, okay? And that's going to bring in the most abundance. And remember, staying positive, visualizing positive outcomes, really getting all of your senses involved in those visualizations, and also just allowing yourself to feel grateful for what you do have. What is going right is going to also provide more flow. So make sure you're checking off that list and doing all of those things if you're feeling stagnant somewhere, because I guarantee you, if there's a way for that energy to move and you apply those 5 things, then you'll be able to really move those things forward in a really beautiful way, if the energy is meant to move forward. And if it's not, then the energy will move when it needs to, because again, you're surrendering that which you can't control to the universe so that you can go with that flow, just like the water, like these waves, right? Okay. So expecting magic is going to allow you to get magic this week. There's going to be a lot of magic available to us this week as well. So really allow yourself to see enchantment, see magic, see experiences that are magical, and allow yourself to feel the bliss of that magic and to notice it and acknowledge it when you feel it. Because if you're not acknowledging the magic when you see it, the universe isn't going to keep giving it to you because you're not being grateful for it, okay? So make sure that you're paying attention to the magic if you want more magic in your life, and expect that magic and you will have it. Lots of people are also raising their vibration this week from a lot of healing, a lot of clearing that happened last week. So if you're one of those people that cleared a lot last week, especially if you're one of those people that got a soul contract or a cord cutting ceremony from me last week, then definitely, or any of the weeks before that I've been offering it, definitely you're feeling a raising in vibration. And if you're not yet, know that there's probably still some digging, some purging of energy that you have to do, some forgiving, some letting go that still needs to happen in the conscious mind. Because remember, when we energetically clear, this is for any energy service, if you energetically clear, that's the energy, that's the aura. But if your mind is still focused on those energies or those memories or those things that you cleared, then you're not going to be able to let it go of it fully, because the energy can only do what it can. Your mind, you clinging to it, is going to cause more of that cord to stay attached, because it's your choice to then keep that cord attached, because it's just in the mind. It's not in your energy anymore, but you're consciously keeping it there. So let it go if it's still there. And also just remember the breathing techniques that we do. Breathing up the spine with the inhale, down the spine with the exhale, and just imagining clearing that energy will really allow you to feel relief. Now again, if you want a cord cutting ceremony or soul contract session, message me. I'm going to do another week of it coming back from California. I get back on Monday, so I'll start doing more readings on Tuesday. So if you are one of those people that really needs that, please message me. I'm going to keep doing it as long as people need it. I just feel like it's an important thing. So I'm going to keep it going. I was going to stop it this week, but I'm going to keep it going until it just kind of starts to fade out, and then I know that all the people that needed to get it this session and this segment of healing can get it, okay? So definitely message me, readingsbyrissa@gmail.com if you want a cord cutting or soul contract clearing session. They're combined. It's one session, $60, so really, really affordable, and I can do it by video, phone, or in person if you're in Arizona, okay? So I love you guys. That is that message there. Now let me go into any other additional spirit messages. I think I only have like one more, and then we'll get into astrology. So the next one is unexpected changes. Okay, this is the last message, and this is really important as far as spirit messages go. Unexpected changes and occurrences on a global scale and on a personal scale. This is going to happen towards the end of the week, okay? But we are going to have a lot of heightened energy to manifest. So we want to make sure that if we get hit with something unexpected, first of all, we want to be aware that something unexpected does not necessarily mean negative. It can be a positive unexpected change, and we want to assume positive unexpected change more than positive or the negative unexpected change, because I do not want you guys to assume that unexpected change means a big problem or a big trauma or a big issue. It doesn't. It can mean a big promotion. It can mean winning the lottery. It can mean a brand new car. It can mean a whole bunch of things, okay? So we want to keep our manifestations in a positive realm, and we want to keep our thinking and our energy and our emotions in a positive vibration, okay? So just know that there will be some unexpected changes, and now they're not unexpected, right? Because we're expecting them now, so we're good. All right, and then last thing, one more thing I'll say is a lot of mystical being energy, which I mentioned in the beginning. There's a lot of mystical being energy. That means mermaid energy, fairy energy, just not necessarily angels, but more like the fae and the even like elfish kind of energy and certain things like that. There's just a lot of mystical energy in the air and a lot of mystical energy in the ethers right now. So just pay attention if you feel like you're getting connection with maybe fairies or mermaids, or you're just feeling drawn, maybe unicorns, and you're just drawn to like research them. Follow that intuition. Trust your intuition this week. This is going to be huge because there's a lot of creative energy, a lot of manifestation power, and a lot of ability to really dive deeper into your spirituality, raise your vibration even higher if you allow yourself to really intend for it, study it, focus on it, and believe in it, and follow your intuition that guides you to it even more, because that's what it's there for and that's what it's doing. Okay? Yes, Lemuria calling. Absolutely, Linda. I couldn't agree more. Lots of energy from Lemuria as well. Okay, so let's get into astrology and numerology, and then we'll pull some cards, okay? So first big aspect of the astrology and numerology is 6/10, Monday. That is going to be tomorrow. 6/10, it's instant manifestation day. There's a ton of tens. The numerological value of this date, 6/10/2019, is 10. That's the numerological value. And then we have the day as the 10th of June. So we have double tens here, and there's going to be a lot of double numbers this week. So this is really exciting. Double just means amplified energy. We're literally turning it up twice as high with the energy. And 10 is all about manifestation. It's about that beautiful zero, that pure starting point, that void space, and then aligning with spirit to co-create a new beginning, a new manifestation, a new movement forward. And so we're having that instant manifestation because it's so pure and it's so clear. So allow yourself to tap into what you want and believe in it and visualize it with all of your senses. Meditate on it, embody it, imagine what you would have and what you would be doing with that thing that you want. And then start living your life as if you already have it. Let it go in a way that you just know it's already there, and then watch it instantly manifest, okay? Now, there's a lot of energy with the sun here as well. Lots of confident alignment with the number and 10 as well. The sun is opposite Jupiter on Monday, and so this is going to be limitless joy and synchronicity offered to us as well. So we're just going to have a ton of abundance on our side, a ton of energy with intention that is going to guide us into more of those instant manifestations. So don't let tomorrow pass you by without trying to manifest things. because you're going to miss out on that really, really potent energy to do so. And it could skyrocket your week towards something really amazing by the end of the week, okay? And Standing Champion says, I've been drawing a lot of mystical beings. Yeah, so there's a lot of those mystical beings, right? Absolutely. Jasenia says, still so grateful for a cord cutting chakra balancing last week, Goddess. Yes, so many great healing energy from those sessions. Okay, let's keep going. So the next day, astrology-wise, okay, is 6/12. This is Wednesday. And I wrote this down as a really brief thing that I picked up on. And the 6/12, the numerological value of that number is 3. We have the 3 with 12, 1 plus 2. We've got the 3 in 2019, 2019 equals 12, which goes to 3. Then we have double 12s there. And then we've got the 6, which is 2 3s. So we have tons of 3s. We've got a couple 6s with those 12s and the 6. So we've got a lot of 6-3 energy, a lot of creative energy with that 6, a lot of the harmonious energy and balanced energy with that 3. So we want to just pay attention to that and notice any synchronicities on that day, on Wednesday, that might be pointing you more towards your miracles of June and your manifestations. And I also get a lot of science and technology benefits and progression specifically on Wednesday. So if you're in the science and technology field at all, make sure that you're adding an extra energy towards that day and that motivation and manifestation towards what you want, okay? Now moving into another astrological influence, Friday, which is 6/14/2019, okay? And this is going to be a big day for intuition and a lot of that sensation, like I was talking about, really adding all of your sensations into your manifestations, allowing yourself to really feel, taste, smell, imagine all of the touch and energy, the surroundings, the experience, everything, every aspect of your body embedded in your visualization and what you want to manifest. Spend time really submerging yourself in the energy of what you want, and it will come through. We're going to have a lot of romantic energy as well on Friday, which is going to be great, and we're going to feel a lot of this connection. Now, the numerological value of 6/14/2019, which is Friday, is 5. And we also have the 14, 1 plus 4 equals 5. So again, another double number here, double 5s. And 5s is all about positive change. It's also about connection and joy. So we're gonna feel that in romance and also in general with our own energy. So pay attention to your spirit and intellect as well, because Mars is trining Neptune on Friday. And that means that the spirit and intellect is going to combine. I recommend studying and learning about spirituality through a scientific perspective, learning about how sciences factor into intuition. And also, I recommend spirit science. If you've never watched spirit science, that is a great way to start tapping into the scientific aspects of spirituality, because they are an amazing, amazing group of creatives that give the stories and the energy of spirituality and science a way to come alive that makes sense and that doesn't feel too hyper intellectual, where it's like too many big words and confusing. It feels really intuitive and feels really easy to learn, and it's really cute. They've got all these cute animations and things. So spirit science, I recommend you tapping into that a little bit on Friday, just to feel into some of the spirit and intellectual energy of this Mars trine Neptune, okay? Now, moving also down the line in astrology, on Friday, we also have Mars opposite Saturn. Now, this is going to be something we want to pay attention to, because this is going to potentially offer some contrast in our life. Starting to feel a little bit on Friday, a little bit contrast, a little bit hectic, a little bit intense. It could arise that way. So just notice if you get a little frustrated, a little irritable. Make sure you spend some time alone. Go study some spirit science. Go do something on your own that can kind of settle that energy, so you can redirect it and clear it, because it's just the stars. You don't have to direct it at anybody or project it at anyone. If you're feeling a little irritable on Friday, then just go get by yourself and do a little woosah, right? And spirit science is on YouTube. So YouTube spirit science, okay? And that's where it's at. Thanks for asking, because I forgot to mention that. So yeah, it's found on YouTube, spirit science. Okay, so allowing yourself to process emotions during any contrast that comes up through healthy things, like healthy habits. This can be through dance, through journaling, through communication with a therapist or an intuitive. through art, whatever it is that you process emotions through music, whatever it is, allow yourself to process emotions in a very healthy habit way. And allow that to be your new practice starting Friday if it isn't already. Really allow yourself to tap into those healthy habits of processing emotions, okay? And then finally, the last astrological and numerological energy before we get into cards is Sunday. Now, I saved this one spirit messages wise because this is my second favorite day of June, and I'm going to tell you why. 616, and we talked a little bit about this last week, but I want to drill it in this week. 616, 2019. What is 616? Well, it's June 16th, right? But the 6 is a creative number, which I love. That's my favorite number because I'm June 6th, and that's my birthday. And so the 6 is creative, okay? The 6 is creative in any form. It can create things that aren't flowing in your life, and it can create things that are. It all depends on your thoughts, on your energy, on your intention, and on your antenna, you as the vessel, your antenna being your third eye, and your vessel being the way in which you process things that you experience. We are an antenna. And so the 6 number allows us to really create from that sense of sensitivity as an antenna. And our antenna gets really sensitive on 616 because the 1 and 6 for 16, the 1 aligns us with that creative energy, and we're literally sandwiched in between two 6s on that day, 616. And then we have 2019, which is a 3. So we have an harmony with this, okay? So we're coming into a beautiful harmony of creating with positive expectations, bringing positive outcomes. That is the motto, okay? And it was the motto last week because I wanted to really prep you guys for this. And it's even more a motto this week where we really want to be embodying that energy. And I even have that tattooed on my wrist so I don't forget, because it's so important, this numerological message that we have of 6 being a creative energy. Whatever we put into this 6 number, we will get out. So we want to put positive energy to align ourselves with more positive energy. We don't want to use those 6 days to manifest more negativity. We don't want to get into an energetic funk. We don't want to get pessimistic. We don't want to let ourselves surrender to those kind of energies on those days. We want to make sure that we're switching and redirecting our energy in a positive direction, in a magical direction, in a grateful direction, so that we can manifest more of that energy, okay? And we have a lot of the positivity on our side, especially because last week we were really challenged to focus as much on positivity as possible and to use that as fuel and to be proud of that. And so this week we're embodying it even more. We're really becoming that positivity with gratitude, with finding traction and momentum movement forward, with our appreciation of what we have and our ability to understand that we are creating more and more as we stay positive, as we stay grateful, and as we keep that momentum going. It literally starts just barely, it just starts subtle, just like a little grain of sand, and then you start rolling it and building it, and it becomes a sandcastle, right? We make these big structures out of the littlest things if we can keep going, if we can keep at it, if we can keep applying what it needs to make it stick, to make it happen, to make things continue moving. And that's what positivity and gratitude do. And that's the magic of 16. So on top of that, we have the heightened creativity, another energy of manifestation. We had it with the 6-6 on last week. We also see it with 616. We're gonna have a ton of manifestation energy, and we also have double 7s in this state, okay, which is really cool. The 1-6 is a 7, and then the total numerological value of this day for this year is 7, okay? This is a very rare day. We're not going to have this all the time, okay? Next year it's going to be a different number. So we have double 7s, which means that we're aligned with heaven, we're aligned with our higher self, we're aligned with the angelic realm. And if we choose to recognize that alignment and surrender and lean into that alignment, then we're going to get even more of that energy returned back to us, and we're going to feel even more connected and live in that energy. So we want to really dive into that. We also have a lot of imagination, ideas, and inspiration on this day, so great energy to create with. We're going to have telepathic energy. We're going to want to be more quiet and internal and try to speak non-verbally with our bodies, with our energy, with our sounds, with our ability to just feel into other people and other things. And we're also encouraged so much to trust our intuition, because when you surrender to that gratitude, that positivity, and that creative momentum, we also want to trust our intuition, because that's our ally in that energy. That's what we use to move and to live in. And then for astrology, We've got Mercury opposite Saturn, which gives us the ability to focus really intensely, which is so important that we really focus on the right things, right? We don't want to allow that focus, that heightened focus, to go towards negative outcomes or towards negative energy. We want to focus positively. We also have the Mercury trining can't talk. Mercury trines Neptune. Why can't I say it? Mercury trines Neptune, which gives us more imagination, okay? And this is going to give us a sense of needing to study, to meditate, and to create. And then, finally, another very rare and astrological influence is Jupiter squaring Neptune on the 16th, on Sunday, which means that we are going to have a lot of positive spirituality and spiral of positive energy and a spiral of spiritual energy moving forward into next week, okay? So we're going to be really feeling a lot of the intensity like we did last week, still some tests and challenges, but we're going to feel way more in control, way more capable of creating, way more in our manifestation energy, way more harmonious with the universe, and way more capable of staying strong and pushing through any energy or challenge that doesn't feel right or doesn't go our way. Because we know that there's hidden blessings there. We know that it's for a purpose. We know that the universe has got our back, okay? So let's pull a couple cards. Let's take a couple deep breaths with the ocean. I'm gonna get out of the way so you guys can enjoy it for a second, and we'll breathe together. So let's take a nice deep breath in. Big breath out. Another deep breath in as a collective. Big breath out. Breathing with the ocean, listening to the ocean with another deep breath in. Big breath out to relax. Go ahead and soak up that energy for just a second before we pull these cards. And you guys can continue soaking in that energy. I'm going to pull a couple cards here. I've got the Angels of Atlantis deck. This will be for the beginning of the week energy. What a beautiful opportunity that we have to do a reading on the beach. I'm so excited. Okay, there is the first week card. And I've got my beautiful Healing Angels deck. So pull the middle of the week card. These ones are really talking. Okay. And the end of the week card is coming from the Healing with the Angels as well. Sorry, you guys can't see me pulling them because I'm... There we go. Okay, let's see what we have. I've been charging these cards, these cards up. I've been charging them with my little Happy Birthday Disney button, just to add a little magic, little Disney magic to the cards. And loving that I'm charging these crystals and the cards in the beach with the vibrations of the sand and the water. So powerful. So if you ever do get a chance to bring your crystals or cards out to a beach or to any area like that in nature, just allow them to sit on the ground and just soak in that energy. It can be really powerful. Oh wow, great cards. Okay, so the first cards, you guys. First card, Archangel Jophiel with forgiveness. Let me get out of the way here so we can do this. Here we go. So forgiveness. This is all about allowing forgiveness to let go of any of those remaining strings, any of those remaining cords. Remember, we talked about this for any of us that are healing or have healed last week or the week before, that we're releasing cords and releasing soul contracts that don't serve us. If you're feeling like you did that release energetically, but you're still feeling connected somehow, you're still having thoughts or you're still having experiences where you're tied to those people, but energetically you might feel the cleanse, make sure that you're forgiving. That might be what's causing that cord to stay there, because it's a mental thing. That is no longer a part of our energy or our spirit as much it is as our body, our flesh. The mind is our flesh. And so we want to really release any flesh cords by releasing any pessimism, resentment, anger, revengeful energies. Anything of non-forgiveness can really keep those cords strong in the mind, not letting us fully be free in the mind from thoughts of those things that we wanted to let go of, or feelings of victimhood, We want to forgive. When we forgive, we're not saying that that was okay, what happened. We're saying that we learned from it and it no longer has a tether to us. It's no longer going to influence our being. We have let go, and we let go with forgiveness. So that is what's going to help us get that traction we need going into this week, and to feel more into the creative energy, and to let go of some of those hard healing energies of last week if you experienced that. And also, if you need a cord cutting or soul contract clearing, let me know. readingsbyrissa@gmail.com or readingsbyrissa on Instagram, so that I can help you with that, okay? All right, the next two cards. So with that forgiveness, it's going to lead us into, this is so cool, you guys. It's going to lead us into power, which is going to be great. It's going to empower us. When we forgive, we're going to be empowered. Forgiveness allows empowerment. Empowerment in your spirit, because then you are independent. You're independent of that experience that was holding you back. You're liberated. You have forgiven and you have let go. You are free. And then you are powerful. You gain back all of your spiritual power. And that's what we did when we cut these cords in these sessions that I'm doing, is we return 100% of any power that was drained of you from those experiences, those relationships, those energies that were a part of those cords. We return all of the good energy back to you, all of your power, all of your spiritual power back to you, and all of your physical, mental, emotional power returns back to you too, when you are able to forgive and let go of those things that don't serve you, okay? And when you find that empowerment, when you feel powerful from that forgiveness, at the end of the week, we're moving into complete miracles again. Here's Spirit again reminding us that June is all about miracles. Just keeps giving us these miracle cards. Just keep reminding us that we have abundance on the way, that we have miracles waiting for us, that when we align with Spirit, when we release control of that which we can't control, when we give our power to Source and get our power from Source, we are able to feel into the miracles, receive the miracles, and experience the miracles that are meant for us in June and for our entire life, okay? So again, forgiveness in the beginning of the week, which will empower us in the middle of the week, and will lead us into even more of our miracles for the end of the week, okay? So those are our cards. I love you all. I will post my little thumbnail, my YouTube thumbnail later when I get back home or get back to the hotel. So just know that I won't have these cards up for a little bit. So make sure you remember them: forgiveness, power, and miracles, okay? And then I'll post them in the next couple of hours, few hours or so, or maybe by tonight. But I love you all. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm gonna let you guys tap into this energy of the beach for a second while I read you guys' comments a little bit here. Leslie says, you are the connection. I feel them with you. I believe. Ooh, yes, all the mystical beings. I feel that too. Josie said, it's all resonating within. Phil Christophers is here, says, yes, I subscribe to Spirit Science. Good, I love Spirit Science. Brianna Quinn is here. She says, cool. Phil Christopher says, be positive every day. It makes it better. I always say after being thankful for the day, I ask, how can I get any better than this? Wow, what a beautiful thing. How can I get any better than this? That's a great mantra. Tay off the top says, love and light, Queen. Happy birthday. Thank you. Linda Lacey says, these cards are glistening on you. You sparkle. Oh, thanks. I sparkle. Jasenia says, empowerment. Josie says, thank you. Love you. Love you too. Leslie is giving me all the love with all the emojis. Love you, girl. Amanda says, have an amazing day, and unicorns all around. You know what's so funny about unicorns, you guys? Real quick, I'm sitting on one. I'm sitting on a unicorn. Can you guys see that? This is a unicorn towel. So yes, unicorns all around. We're feeling the mystical energy. Super, super cute. I love you all. I hope you have a wonderful day. And I will be posting more videos and pictures from the beach on my story on Instagram at Readings by Rissa. And I hope you have a wonderful week. Make sure to manifest all you desire. Visualize it with every sense of your being. Believe it. Love yourself. Love everyone around you. Be grateful for yourself and all you've endured and all you've done to get yourself here, to this healing, to this spiritual energy. And you are all magical. I love you.